Hello, my fellow creators, and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Yvette, and I am part of the SheetLoad creative team. Today, some of my teammates and I will be participating in a SheetLoad rewind along with Alicia of the Call Me Crafty Owl channel. Now, if you'd like to see what each of us has created today, I will have a link to the playlist in the description box. So we are going to be rewinding to our April 2022 SheetLoad sketch and supply list. I'll also be sure to link to Alicia's channel in the description box so you can get more information on how you can get previous sketches. The April 2022 edition was currently in the vault, but since we are rewinding to April 2022, it will be available to all of Alicia's subscribers for a limited time. Now, this SheetLoad is a fun fold mini slimline edition using your 6x6 paper. And I thought this would be great to use up the rest of this paper pad. So I pulled out my Cup of Flowers paper pad from the Not Too Shabby shop. And I had, I think, 2 or 3 full sheets and the rest were scraps. And so, I decided to just use up what was left here. So I used up the rest of the paper in this Cup of Flowers paper pad. I used the Blooming Sentiments stamp set for the sentiments on the cards. And I finished up the Colors of Spring enamel dots that I had. And I also finished up the ephemera, which is the Cup of Flowers ephemera. Now, I did make most of the cards off camera, but I thought I would go with making a couple of them with you on camera. The SheetLoad is a sketch and cutting guide provided by Alicia of the Call Me Crafty Owl channel. And each SheetLoad that she comes up with shares what supplies are needed, how many cards it will yield, the dimensions in case you want to make one card instead of the whole batch, and other ways to use the sketch, such as rotating or flipping the sketch. And then it also has your cutting guide on page 2, and that will tell you how to cut your pattern paper and any cardstock that you might need. Alrighty, so we finished making these two together, but let me show you the rest of the cards that I made. And I think they all turned out so beautifully. I made, with the sentiments on that sentiment stamp, I used 8 different sentiments and I made 2 of each. So I doubled my sheet load because I did want to finish using up my sheets of pattern paper. And so I have a variety of sentiments. So this one is stay strong, my friend. This one says the best is yet to bloom. This one is thinking of you. This one says live life in full bloom. Then we have 2 that say love you bunches. 2 that say to my best friend. 2 that are thanks a bunch. And 2 that are happy birthday. So that's a nice variety, and they're so cheery and colorful. Now, if you want to know how to cut your papers and your card bases, make sure you go to Alicia's channel, subscribe to her, and you can download the April 2022 sheetload of card sketch for a limited time. Now, I did add a few enamel dots to each of them. So some of them have 2, some only have 1. For example, here I put 1 on the center of the bow there. Some have 3. What I did was I wanted to use up everything in that 1 pack of enamel dots, use everything in that paper pad, and use everything in the ephemera pack. So I finished 3 packs of not too shabby goodies using the April 2022 sheetload of card sketch. So I used up the paper pad, the ephemera, and some enamel dots. Not bad. So there are my 16 completed cards, rewinding back to the April 2022 sheetload of card sketch. Thanks so much for sticking around to the end. I'd be thrilled if you subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on any of my other social media platforms. As always, have a beautiful, safe, and creative day. Thanks for watching. Bye.